Water. Welcome to Speak. I'm Joy Taylor, joined by Keyshawn Johnson and Paul Pierce.
What's up?
Who predicted that Aaron was going to have a big night. He went all in yesterday on the Jets. The Jets did deliver.
Man, this is some fake news.
So I think I tend to agree with Keyshawn on how that performance looked. But did the Jets prove anything last night?
Oh, my goodness.
No, they didn't prove anything. Not really. I mean, look, they won the game. Okay, that's great. Yay! they won the game.
They should feel good about winning the game.
Yeah, they feel good about beating a team that was undermanned at the skill positions, so to speak, without two of their better receivers playing Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs. Look, you don't take I'm not trying to rain on their parade. All right, that was good.
Well, you know they can't play in the rain, so you might not want to do that.
And so you look at their record, they're 3-6. They haven't proved anything to me. It's cool to see Aaron Rodgers in the second half make some adjustments, do some things. Because the first half, I'm like, damn, they might bench this dude. That's how it looked. It looked like one of them, should we bench him or should we not bench him conversations at halftime.
50 completion percentage, 32 passing yards.
Yeah, and he had a
passer rating of 56.3.
So that's one of them conversations at halftime. They get together as coaching staff say, what do you think? You think we should set him down and start the other guy?
That's not even a conversation.
No. I'm saying his first half looked like, Paul, one of those conversations that coaches have at halftime.
Talk about that conversation.
I understand.
Not because it's Aaron Rodgers.
I'm talking about the performance in the first half. Well, certainly, Joy agrees with me.
Well, if anything, you sit the rookie down and you sit the guys who fumble, sit them down.
No, but it just looked like that, Paul. I'm not saying they were going to do it, all right?
All right. That's crazy.
But it's that conversation. His performance is a conversation in the first half. Now, look, he erased it in the second half. He did some good things, made some good throws, all of that, but he also got some help. You know, Devontae did what he was supposed to do on his touchdown. He stacked the good guy. Aaron Rodgers threw the ball perfectly. Garrett Wilson made a nice one-hand snap. I mean, look, at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to do. I can't take anything away from them. I'm happy that they won.
They also had 8 sacks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Defensively.
Those little positives out there now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joy. You go. Go ahead. What you think?
Well,
what you think?
I'll go, and then you can say all the nice things.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I don't think that they proved it.
Oh, pump faking like Aaron Rodgers threw for 350.
No.
I think his numbers were still pretty pedestrian. They're sort of alive. They basically need to win out. I mean, if you were going to do anything this year, you had to start last night in winning that game. It's a nice morale win for them. They feel better today than they did before. It took about a month to get there, but this performance doesn't do anything for me. They were favored, so at least according to Vegas, they did what they were supposed to do. Now, I don't think I learned anything about the Jets, and I don't really care so much about first half to second half, because sometimes you can have a bad first half, and then the second half you go win the game, which is what happened, and who cares? Like, it's how you finish. But when you're talking about things that you can build on, things that make you feel better, you would like to see them play a really complete game, and they didn't do that. And why that does matter to me is when you get up against an opponent that is fully manned, when you get up against an opponent that's playing good football on both sides of the ball, you might not be in a situation to have a good second half, and it matters. So those things still are important to me. They allowed 187 rushing yards. That's the most all season. They had 9 penalties for 83 yards. Obviously, they had some mental errors, dropping the ball, which we'll get to in a second. They were 1-6 on third down in the first half, 69 total yards at the half. Like, there was a lot.
It was bad.
There was a lot that you could point to that you could feel bad about, but in the end, they did win the game. But when we're talking about if they proved anything or what direction they're going in, okay, you're going in the positive direction because you won the game.
Yeah.
Now you have to build on that. They do have a little bit of a light schedule coming up, so maybe this is the momentum starter they needed, but I don't think I'm completely sold.
All right.
All right.
Did the Jets prove anything today? All right. They didn't show Key nothing. They didn't show Joy anything. But look, with their backs against the wall in a must-win situation, because we said
It's must-wins from here on out.
Okay. Must-win situation. Playing a worst football of the year, a terrible fumble at the goal line, another fumble. Rodgers is out there looking like he's washed. But check it out. In the second half, you know what they proved to me? That they're capable. They got Breece Hall going. Devontae Adams got a touchdown. Garrett Wilson. I mean, the list goes on in the second half. Listen, if you're looking for something you can build on, and I haven't seen nothing that Jets can build on all year, that second half was something I can take to the film room and say, guys, This is what we need to do for the rest of the year. Now, are they going to get 8 sacks? Oh, and no, they don't even talk about the defense. And I know the Texans, they line, it's pretty bad, but, you're supposed to sack them 8 times if they're that bad. So what they proved to me is everything they need is in that locker room. No more excuses. You showed me something we can take. The film this week, guys, we're going to build on this. We're going to take this second half, like Key like to say, we're going to move it over there. And then this second half, we're going to watch this and say, all right, we clean up a couple more things. And top of what you said, Joy, the schedule, it don't look that bad.
The schedule is favorable for the Jets for the next couple weeks.
It don't look that bad.
They have the Cardinals.
Yep. Look at this.
Week. Well,
which they can probably beat. Okay. That's a winnable game.
Colts and then a bye.
Okay,
so
we rest up.
If they were going to start building any kind of momentum these next 2 games, but again, I don't think the Cardinals.
But we don't know which Cardinal team going to show up.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know what Seattle team
The only
going to show
game
up.
you can point at that schedule for the rest of the year, you can be like, oh, ain't no way they're going to go into Buffalo and win. That's probably the only game you can really say that about. So they showed me, hey, this season's not over.
No, I ain't going to say that because they got to go to Miami. You just don't know what's going to show up.
Week 18.
You don't know what's going to show up.
Oh, so week 14, 18.
They have a very favorable schedule.
They got a favorable schedule.
Outside of that Buffalo game. And even with Buffalo is a divisional game, although I believe Buffalo will win that game. Because they are the better team. It's a divisional matchup, and those things can go either way.
And that's the thing about Miami, too. It's divisional.
Yeah.
And then Sean McVay can coach.
It's not out. So what I'm saying, it's not out of the realm of impossible.
I bet you won't put no money on it.
No, I won't. No, I won't. They still have a lot of deficiencies. But what they proved to me is they're capable of, with a schedule that's favorable, of squeaking maybe into the wild card if they can get 9 wins.
They have the 5th easiest remaining schedule. Positive P on a Friday. Malachi Corley looked great walking into the stadium. He had Keyshawn's jersey last night, but I don't know if he did keep
you're supposed to rep Keyshawn better than that, my boy.
Rookie wide receiver was on his way to his first touchdown of his career.
Don't do that.
But he dropped the ball before he crossed the goal line. So thankfully this wasn't a mistake that was decided the outcome of the game. They ended up getting a win, but that is so frustrating.
That's tough.
You got to hold on to that, man. That's your first touchdown.
See, this is what they've been doing all year long, though. They've been kicking themselves in the foot from stuff like that, because if they don't win the game, you go back and look at that. Then we look at a couple weeks ago, it's the field goal kicking. It's like I was literally
about to say that. I was going to let him finish.
Seriously. They've been shooting themselves in the foot all year. They should be 5-3.
Okay.
Realistically.
You shoot yourself in the foot or kick yourself in the butt or kick yourself in the foot. Right. I'm like, I caught it. I was going to literally say, well, I've never kicked myself in the foot.
I said that. Oh, my bad.
We all screw up. It's all funny games.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say to this rookie after that type of primetime mistake?
First of all, I would say you need to hold on to the ball.
Right.
All the way to the back of the end zone. Just hold on to it. It's your first touchdown, number 1. Just hold it because you want to get it. You want to have it. You want them to put the tape around it and put it into the trunk and keep going so you can have it when it's said and done, right? That didn't happen. First time I ever saw this happen, it was Deshaun Jackson against the Cowboys. So either a Sunday or Monday night game, one of the two. And Deshaun was rolling out, and he dropped the ball. And Deshaun had scored many touchdowns prior to that. That's the first time I ever saw it. But now it seems like literally since then, between college and the pros, I see it at least 2 to 3, maybe 4 times a year that somebody does. I don't know what it is. Are you that excited that you just think, I'm here? Like I never, in all the touchdowns I've ever scored, I never just catch it and drop it. I always had it and then dropped it or threw it in the stands or something. But I crossed the goal line. I guess you just got to be so excited that you score. I guess that's what it is, mic drop. But you dropping the mic before you enter into the end zone.
I mean, yeah, I think it's meant to sort of show off. Like I'm not even stressed about.
Yeah, but I can go. Let me go a couple feet into the zone, though, and not be stressed.
Listen, I am with you. Touchdowns are really hard to get. That's why we are excited when they happen. But it's just an impossible mistake to make. You cannot make this mistake. You just can't.
I don't know if it's Paul when you are running and you think you are crossing the goal line, like you feel like, oh, I've already crossed it.
Well,
and you're
Joy,
not even close
Joy,
to it.
You know what I always say? What was that costume you had on yesterday? Oh, the dinosaur. The dinosaur.
Oh, dinosaur brains. I was like, which one? How did you
Dinosaur brains.
This is what I would do if I was in the locker room.
Here comes Positive P.
What you would do, Paul?
Coming over to you. You
Son,
dropped the ball, Keyshawn.
Thank God we won this game. But look, this is your second touch. Look, I had the game ball for you. I was going to give it to you. We're going to hold off on that. I hope this is a lesson you learn. You owe us one, kid. Don't worry about it. We won the game. You'll be all right.
Yeah, like, are you a teammate of my dad? Which one?
Well, I mean, in this situation,
You'll be all right.
You do need some real guidance, because...
Well, because you know his phone blowing up. Like, what you doing? What you doing? What the hell you thinking about? What you doing?
So I wouldn't have got mad at him, though.
No?
No, not in that situation, because he's a rookie, and I get that. I get that. That's a rookie mistake. It's like, remember Plex? Remember Plex? Plex caught the football either first or second year in the league. Might have been his rookie year. He catches it, and in college football, if your knee hits the ground, you're done. In the pros, you're not dead till they touch you. Plex caught the ball. You remember this in Pittsburgh? He slammed the ball down. What are you doing, Plex?
Whoa, that's a fumble.
It's a fumble. But because...
He thought he was down because...
He thought he was down because he's so used to college rules.
Yeah.
So it's a mistake. It's a rookie mistake.
It's a forgivable mistake.
I just don't know how you...
it is always perplexing to me.
That touchdown, though, man, you got to, like you said, Joy, that touchdown, you don't get many of those. You gotta hold on to that ball.
Mm-hmm. Keep the ball.
Keep the ball.
Just keep the ball. But also, we can talk about it this way because they won the game. Because if they had not won the game, it would have been a little bit more of a hostile reaction.
Who you telling?
Yeah, well, diving a little deeper on Garrett Wilson's incredible one-handed grab, Wilson's highlight catch did win the game for the Jets. But, Keyshawn, is this the best catch you've ever seen?
See, that's setting me up, though. But like Michael Irvin said, that's a producer that's setting me up. That ain't you necessarily.
It's a great catch.
It's a great catch.
It didn't occur to me last night or at any point that it would be considered the greatest catch of all time.
Ooh.
I think, here's the thing.
See,
with me, everything doesn't have to be the greatest because we just saw it. We throw GOAT around a lot. We throw the word greatest around a lot.
Y'all do.
We throw, like, legend around a lot.
Y'all do.
There's just not that many of it. I don't need it to be the greatest. It's a spectacular catch.
Tough, though.
And as soon as we start comparing it to other catches, we are going to diminish how fun and exciting it was because now we've got to compare it to everyone else's. The Jets were 2-6 playing a wounded Houston Texans team. I can think of some other catches that maybe had a little bit more importance.
Yeah, it is.
But that doesn't mean that this isn't athletic and spectacular.
No, it is.
And I loved it.
No, look. Okay, so go back to your original question. Is it the best catch that I've ever seen?
Is it the best catch ever?
Ever. See, I hate to say no and feel like I'm like dinosaur man, old and whole deal.
Let's just say this. Let's not talk about playoffs. How about regular season?
It's still not the best. It's still not the best regular season catch I've ever seen.
Because we understand the importance and the pressure.
I get all that pressure.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm with you. The best catch ever to me is going to be a catch that determines a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so
we'll put this as like regular season.
Or is it the most athletic?
Man, look, man. It goes in line.
It looks like Jordan.
Yeah. It goes in line with a lot of one-hand catches for me. Okay. That's what it does. Now, when you start talking about best catch ever and these sort of things, what are you talking about? Because now we start adding in the playoffs, into the Super Bowls with Santonio Holmes, and the mindset, the wherewithal to be able to get a laser thrown, a BB laser, get your feet down, catch your two hands stretched out, being Roethlisberger, being flushed. That's big. I seen Chris Carter make some crazy catches when you sit each other on the sideline. I said, man, how the hell do you do that? They out there cheating. He got glue on his hands. Like, there's things that I've seen. And then if you want to talk about my own self, I got stuff that I've seen that I couldn't believe that I've done.
Right.
You know, I think back to that Miami Dolphin catch, going from left to right. The ball wasn't even supposed to be thrown to me, but I just stuck the paw out there and grabbed it and kept it moving when he's throwing to somebody else. So it's like, and that's a jet catch. And turned all the way around. So it's just OBJ. Sunday Night Football. Oh, my God.
That's tough money.
You know, how are you able to do that? You got 2 fingers. 2 fingers. We can call it 3 if we want to,
And the flag.
And the
Hold
flag.
On. The flag, the pass interference.
Damn that.
Ridiculous.
Damn that catch. Randy Moss, the New England Patriots, to Tom Brady. He's two Hall of Famers up against each other. Darrelle Revis is covering Randy Moss. Randy run up deep post, don't miss stride, sticks his big old paws out. The ball sticks, and he didn't do nothing. He just kept it moving. He just kept it moving, Joy, like this.
And it's over the head.
And it was over the head.
Tough. That's
on
tough.
Darrelle Revis, Revis Island.
Hall of Famer.
So you start looking at it and breaking it down.
Similar
it's
to Alcatraz.
like, okay. You can go Julian Edelman. Oh, ball bouncing off the... Oh, I saved the day. So it just depends on what you think the
Comparison
greatest
is the thief of joy. That's just how it works.
That young
as soon
man...
as we start comparing it, you know.
But good for Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
He got a highlight reel moment last night.
He had a great catch right before that as well. Great one-handed catch.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a great night.
Absolutely.
I will tell you this. That catch, though, did save their season. Because, Texans didn't score again. So if they don't score again, that put them up 14-10. So that catch, in some ways, was kind of bigger than it really was. Because it saved the season, for one. So, we're going to go back to this catch. If these guys are able to somehow make the playoffs, we're going to go back like, hey, this could have changed their season. So this has some time to kind of grow. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely
This can actually
Man,
grow.
I seen Jerry Rice make a catch similar to Moss's down the sideline where I got the poster. It was a gold figure poster. Jerry kept it moving, didn't miss a beat, a stride. Man, I'm just thinking of catches as we talking about it.
It was a great catch, though. And you're right, Paul. It could be a momentum.
Yeah,
it could be.
So we could let this simmer, and we could come back to this end of the year and say, hey, you know what?
Though.
This catch was bigger than it actually was that day.
Yeah. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.